What's up, everybody? This is Fishers of Men. Star Wars just announced their new lineup of shows and movies for the next few years, and I, as a longtime Star Wars fan who's become increasingly disappointed with Disney's additions to the franchise, am not pleased. Now, I could be proven wrong, and these could be literally the best Star Wars things since The Empire Strikes Back, but I doubt it. Now, I want to start off by reminding everyone about a video that I made a couple months back. In it, I talk about an interview that Kathleen Kennedy gave, where she talked about how they were taking a step back from Star Wars and reviewing it as a whole, diving into the lore, so to speak. She essentially said that Star Wars has this rich, built-in history through the EU that spans many thousands of years, and so they were stepping back and reviewing and making the plans to move forward in the best way possible. So to me, this sounded like they might actually try to adapt some of the historic EU stuff, the really good stories, Darth Bane, KOTOR, that kind of stuff. Either that, or they were putting together something brand new and exciting, that would actually make some sense and follow pre-established rules. Or maybe something that would stop the constant flow of what I call in-between stories. The stories that take place between the main films and often only exist to either fill plot holes or capitalize on character recognition, and often accidentally create plot holes themselves. But I'll have to make a separate video on that sometime and why I increasingly am growing to hate those stories. Ultimately, Star Wars for me comes down to one main thing. Jedi versus Sith. Light versus dark. Now there's some nuance and some gray that you can add in there, obviously, but a Star Wars story without Jedi or Sith is just another sci-fi story. And so I hoped that whatever movie they announced for 2023 would feature the Jedi and the Sith in some way. The great clash of good and evil that these films have always had front and center. And so we get the announcement today. Rogue Squadron. Not to be confused with the movie that already exists called Rogue One, or the video game called Squadrons, or the other video game called Rogue Squadron, or the first book in the X-Wing series titled Rogue Squadron. This is the film we're getting in 2023, Rogue Squadron. 5 years after The Rise of Skywalker comes out. 5 years for them to come up with something so amazing that it blows us away, and they're recycling the name Rogue Squadron and setting it after The Rise of Skywalker. Nice. Now, the announcement trailer bills it as a fighter pilot movie, so Top Gun in space, without Jedi. Great. I'm glad that we have waited 5 years for that. You've got the opportunity to start fresh with a new trilogy, and you pick fighter pilots in space with, quote, a new generation of starfighter pilots as they earn their wings and risk their lives in boundary-pushing, high-speed thrill ride and move the saga into a future era of the galaxy. Solo was pretty much a heist movie set in the Star Wars universe, and it wasn't great. Sounds like this one is going to be Top Gun set in the Star Wars universe, and I don't have any real hope for it either. Man, how disappointing. 5 years after The Rise of Skywalker, 5 years to create the best thing they could, and this is the best they could do. Next up, the Untitled Taika Waititi film. There is no more info than that. Wow. Great. Okay. After that, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, probably the thing that I'm most excited for. Now, they've announced that Hayden Christensen will be back as Darth Vader, which is cool, but again, it's another in-between thing. Not only that, but there were rumors that the original script was going to include Asharad Het, the Tusken Raider Jedi who survived Order 66 and later became Darth Krayt. That's probably not the way this is going to go at this point, but I like Ewan, I like Hayden, I'll check it out, but I don't expect much. Next up is Ahsoka, a new live-action limited series with Rosario Dawson, another in-between thing. Now, I liked her appearance in Mandalorian, though, so I'm hoping that it turns out alright. I guess we'll have to wait and learn more as things get announced. Next up, Rangers of the New Republic. Now, I've got to admit, the name doesn't really grab me. It's going for Knights of the Old Republic, sounds very similar, but also distinctly different, unfortunately. We don't know anything else about it at this point, really, besides the fact that it takes place during the same timeline as The Mandalorian, and it will intersect with other stories. Honestly, I am just tired of the in-between stories. Give me something new, because anything they make right now between episodes 6 and 7 still leads us to the Disney trilogy, which is just the worst. Alright, next up, a Lando series. Just, why? I don't get it. That's all I have to say about that. Why? Next up is Andor, the Cassian Andor series. Again, same reaction as Lando. Why? Who saw Rogue One and was like, I really want to learn more about that discount Han Solo guy that dies at the end. Somebody make a show about him. Nobody. That's who. Next up, The Acolyte, a mystery thriller set in the High Republic that will take the audience, quote, into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era, end quote. Now, I guess I'm intrigued, but I have problems really with the High Republic even existing as an era in the first place. And add in the fact that there literally cannot be Sith in the series because, as Mace Windu says in the prequels, the Sith haven't been seen for 2,000 years. Now look, it could be cool. I'll hold out a little bit of hope for this one. I've got to have hope somewhere. This is probably the closest to what I actually wanted in regards to the Old Republic, so we'll see how it goes. Next up, The Bad Batch. I'm interested. I enjoyed Clone Wars. I'll check it out. That's pretty much all I have to say about that one. Next up is Visions. It's Star Wars anime, made by a few anime creators, it looks like. I'll check it out. It could be cool. I enjoy a bunch of anime, and it would kind of be cool if this opened up the medium to more casual Western audiences. Next up is A Droid Story. Okay, this, again, invokes the reaction, why? I'm pretty sure this is going to be a kid's thing. Listen to the description. This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero, guided by the legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO. And that's it. That's all we're getting. That's what Disney put together with all their bajillions of dollars and all their time, and they're stepping back and looking at the franchise. We get these. It's just disappointing. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're looking forward to any of these, let me know which one you're looking forward to. I myself am, I guess, kind of looking forward to the Acolyte and kind of looking forward to Obi-Wan, and I guess you can throw Ahsoka in there, but that's pretty much it, and I am not super hopeful about any of them. But like I said, let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments, or if you're just tired of Disney ruining Star Wars, let me know that too. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching. I am Fishers of Men, and I will talk to you later.